Dear Princess Celestia, I've learned that one of the joys of friendship is sharing your blessings. But when there's not enough blessings to go around, having more than your friends can make you feel pretty awful. So, though I appreciate the invitation, I will be returning both tickets to the Grand Galloping Gala. Dear Princess Celestia, my friend Applejack is the best friend a pony could ever have, and she's always there to help any pony. The only trouble is, when she needs help, she finds it hard to accept it. So while friendship is about giving of ourselves to friends, it's also about accepting what our friends have to offer. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle. Dearest Princess Celestia, today I learned that it's hard to accept when some pony you like wants to spend time with some pony who's not so nice. Though it's impossible to control who your friends hang out with, it is possible to control your own behavior. Just continue to be a good friend. In the end, the difference between a false friend and one who's true will surely come to light. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle. Dear Princess Celestia, I have learned a very valuable lesson about friendship. I was so afraid of being thought of as a show-off that I was hiding a part of who I am. My friends helped me realize that it's okay to be proud of your talents, and there are times when it's appropriate to show them off, especially when you're standing up for your friends. Dear Princess Celestia, I am happy to report that the dragon has departed our fair country, and that it was my good friend Fluttershy who convinced him to go. This adventure has taught me to never lose faith in your friends. They can be an amazing source of strength and can help you overcome even your greatest fears. Always your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle. Dear Princess Celestia, it's hard to believe that two ponies that seem to have so little in common could ever get along. But I found out that if you embrace each other's differences, you just might be surprised to discover a way to be friends after all. Dear Princess Celestia, my friends and I all learned an important lesson this week. Never judge a book by its cover. Someone may look unusual or funny or scary, but you have to look past that and learn who they are inside. Real friends don't care what your cover is. It's the contents of a pony that count. And a good friend, like a good book, is something that will last forever. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle. I've learned that sometimes the solution to your problems can come from where you least expect it. It's a good idea to stop and listen to your friends' opinions and perspectives, even when they don't always seem to make sense. Dear Princess Celestia, Winter Wrap-Up was one of the most special things I've ever been a part of here in Ponyville. It helped me to learn that we all have hidden talents, and if we're patient and diligent, we're sure to find them. And as always, with good friendship and teamwork, ponies can accomplish anything. Dearest Princess Celestia, I am happy to report that one of your youngest subjects has learned a valuable lesson about friendship. Sometimes, the thing you think will cause you to lose friends and feel left out can actually be the thing that helps you make your closest friends and realize how special you are. It's important to remember that the friendship is always more important than the competition. Dear Princess Celestia, this week, my very talented friend Rarity learned that if you try to please every pony, you oftentimes end up pleasing no pony, especially yourself. And I learned this. When some pony offers to do you a favor, like making you a beautiful dress, you shouldn't be overly critical of something generously given to you. In other words, you shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. Dear Princess Celestia, I am happy to report that I now realize there are wonderful things in this world you just can't explain, but that doesn't necessarily make them any less true. It just means you have to choose to believe in them, and sometimes it takes a friend to show you the way. Always your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle. I learned how important it is to keep your hooves on the ground and be there for your friends. I assumed that I'd be just as good with kids as I am with animals. Boy, was I wrong. I really learned the hard way not to bite off more than I can chew. Just because some pony is ladylike doesn't make her weak. In fact, by using her wits, a seemingly defenseless pony can be the one who outsmarts and outshines them all. Dear Princess Celestia, being a good friend means being able to keep a secret, but you should never be afraid to share your true feelings with a good friend. Dear Princess Celestia, friendship is a wondrous and powerful thing. Even the worst of enemies can become friends. You need understanding and compromise. You've got to share. You've got to care. I know. I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions. Next time, I'll ask before taking matters into my own hooves. Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned something amazing. Every pony everywhere has a special magical connection with her friends, maybe even before she's met them. If you're feeling lonely and you're still searching for your true friends, just look up in the sky. Who knows? Maybe you and your future best friends are all looking at the same rainbow. Dear Princess Celestia, this is Spike, writing to you about my adventures. This week, I learned that being jealous and telling lies gets you nowhere in friendship. I also learned that there's plenty of love for every friend to share. Dear Princess Celestia, I am writing to you from the most delightful party. I'm not only having a great time with my friends, but also was given the opportunity to learn a valuable lesson about friendship. Always expect the best from your friends and never assume the worst. Rest assured that a good friend always has your best interests at heart. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle. You're right, Princess. Friends have a way of making even the worst of times into something pretty great. I'll tell you what we've learned, Discord. We've learned that friendship isn't always easy, but there's no doubt it's worth fighting for. Dear Princess Celestia, we're writing to you today because today we all learned a little something about friendship. We learned that you should take your friend's worries seriously, even if you don't think that she has anything to worry about, and that you shouldn't let your worries turn a small problem into an enormously huge, entire town in total chaos, princess has to come and save the day problem. Signed, your loyal subjects. Dear Princess Celestia, when you first sent me to Ponyville, I didn't know anything about friendship. I met some pony tonight who was having the same problem. Your sister, Princess Luna. She taught me that one of the best things you can do with friendship is to give it to others and help them find it in themselves. And I'm happy to report that all of Ponyville has learned that even though some pony seems a little intimidating, even scary, when you offer them your friendship, you'll discover a whole new pony underneath. And even if my Star Swirl the Bearded costume didn't go over, this has still turned out to be the best nightmare night ever. Having a sister is just about the bestest thing in the world, but it sure isn't the easiest. I agree that being sisters is a wonderful thing, but it takes teamwork. Sometimes it's about compromising. Sometimes it's about accepting each other's differences, but mostly it's about having fun together, even if it means getting your hooves a little bit dirty. Dear Princess Celestia, waiting for what your heart desires can be really hard, so you may try to take a shortcut. But this dishonesty never works, because you didn't earn what your heart desired. The only cure is being honest with yourself and others, and that's something every heart desires. Dear Princess Celestia, I used to think the most important traits to look for in a pet, or any best friend, were all physical, competitive abilities. But now I can see how short-sighted and shallow that was. Today I learned what the most important quality really is: a certain kind of spirit, a stick-it-to-itiveness, a never-give-up, can-do attitude. That's the mark of a real winner, and this tortoise has it. It's great to be really good at something, but it's important to act with grace and humility. And I guess I should have also acted with grace and humility when others outshine me. Dear Princess Celestia, I wanted to tell you about the important lesson I learned during my visit. I learned that no matter where you go in life, you should never forget that you are the product of your home and your friends. And that is something always to be proud of, no matter what. Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned a great lesson about friendship. Well, you might think that it would feel good to get lots and lots of stuff, but it doesn't feel nearly as good as giving something special to some pony you really care about. But I learned that it truly is better to give than to receive, and that kindness and generosity are what lead to true friendship. And that's more valuable than anything in the world. Well, almost anything. No matter what our differences, we're all ponies. Dear Princess Celestia, I've always had fun playing with little kids, and I thought babysitting them is just more playtime, right? Wrong. Being a caregiver is way more responsibility than just being a playmate, and today I learned that sometimes our desire for responsibility can outrun our actual ability to handle it. Dear Princess Celestia, it's a tad easier to be proud when you come in first than it is when you finish further back. But there's no reason to hide when you don't do as well as you'd hoped. You can't run away from your problems. Better to run to your friends and family. Dear Princess Celestia, I wanted to share my thoughts with you. I didn't learn anything. I was right all along. If you take your time to do things the right way, your work will speak for itself. Sure, I could tell you I learned something about how my friends are always there to help me, and I can count on them no matter what. But truth is, I knew that already too. Reading is something every pony can enjoy, if they just give it a try. Yeah, I get it. I shouldn't knock something until I've tried it. No matter how good our intentions might have been, we should have never meddled in your relationship. No pony can force two ponies to be together. It's up to every pony to choose that very special sun pony for themselves. Dear Princess Celestia, there are many different kinds of friends and many ways to express friendship. Some friends like to run and laugh and play together, but others just like to be left alone, and that's fine too. But the best thing about friendship is being able to make your friends smile. Dear Princess Celestia, sometimes it can be hard for a shy pony like me to stand up for myself. When I first tried it, I didn't like the pony I became, but I learned that standing up for yourself isn't the same as changing who you are. Now I know how to put my hoof down without being unpleasant or mean. From now on, I'm gonna solve problems as they come and stop worrying about every little thing. Dear Princess Celestia, seeing the great dragon migration made me wonder what it meant to be a dragon, but now I realize that who I am is not the same as what I am. I may have been born a dragon, but Equestria and my pony friends had taught me how to be kind, loyal, and true. I'm proud to call Ponyville my home and to have my pony friends as my family. Dear Princess Celestia, sometimes you can feel like what you have to offer is too little to make a difference. But today, I learned that every pony's contribution is important, no matter how small. If you just keep your head high, do your best, and believe in yourself, anything can happen. To the citizens of Ponyville, for a while now, you've been reading this column to get the latest dirt and the hottest buzz, but this will be my final piece. We want to apologize for the pain and embarrassment we've caused. You see, I'm actually 3 little fillies, Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, and Scootaloo. As the popularity of our column grew, we got swept up in the hype. We knew that what we were doing didn't feel quite right, but we ignored the guilt because every pony seemed to want to read what we were writing. From now on, we promise to respect every pony else's privacy, and we won't engage in hurtful gossip anymore. All we can do is ask for your forgiveness, Ponyville. Signing off for the very last time, XOXO, Gabby Gums. Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned it's not good to jump to conclusions. You have to find out all the facts before saying some pony did something. If you don't, you could end up blaming some pony for something they never did. This could hurt their feelings, and it could make you feel really foolish. So from now on, I will make sure to always get all the facts. This is your victory as much as theirs. You persisted in the face of doubt, and your actions led to you being able to bring the real Princess Cadence back to us. Learning to trust your instincts is a valuable lesson to learn. And as for now, that's all there is. There isn't any more.